up? It's your boy T-Burn Reaction. Today's Music Monday, so about to kick off the music, finish off the Music Money half of the day with continuing what happened. What had happened was with direct production, and we're done with the NPCs. So before I get into the other Akai products, we're gonna take a look at what was the arch nemesis of the NPCs at them for a while, aka the NPC killer. That's none in Maschine by Native Instruments. And the Maschine by Native Instruments was a good piece of tool, production tool, as well as performance tool for a lot of producers, musicians, well too. Even like upcoming pop groups such as TikTok favorite AJR, who best known for their single "Smallest Violin." When they first came out with "I'm Ready," the lead singer was making sounds on a little mini NPC. What was the NPC? I've got the smaller one, the smaller NPC one is. But anyway, the NPC, that's not the mini. Anyway, the NPC, the smaller one as well too, though, and I thought that was gonna be my next production tool till my wife, the lovely wife, surprised me for my Christmas with the NPC live too, though. But this would put MPC back, help made MCB be stronger. Know what I mean? When they came in with the doll helping controller, the NPC came thing with the Renaissance and had him fumbling the bag with the Renaissance and the Element /5, but came strong with the touch. Well, started with the touch and then came strong with the called the X Live 1. You know what I'm saying? NPC X Live and Live 2, NPC 1, as well as the newer Studio Black 2 as well too. But other than that, Maschine Micro this. But anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at direct production. He talks about the NPC killer, the Maschine. What had happened was, let's get it.
Hi, I'm Josh Filster with Native Instruments here at NAMM 2009, showing off Maschine.
What's up? You got your boy Direct, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe, because today we're going to be talking about Maschine, the NPC killer. No one else is illa.
Like he did the Ghost of Kill joint. But I gotta switch to the.
We're gonna be talking about Native Instruments Maschine. What had happened was, so Native Instruments dropped Maschine around 2009. Now you gotta understand, there was a lot going on around this time. You know, the MPC 5000 just dropped. You know, people were still on the MV, and Native Instruments dropped Maschine. And let me tell you something. When they dropped Maschine, the music production industry changed. They shut down the music production industry. So Maschine was kind of like a hardware-software combination. You had a hardware controller that was controlling a software application, and they worked flawlessly together and instantaneously, like there was no latency, none of that. Everything was instant, real time, right now. I'm telling you, when Maschine came out, it changed the game, and it was so addictive. Once you start messing around with Maschine and you go back to like an MPC, you're like, oh, so we doing this thing again. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to go back. They used to have a saying, once you go Maschine, you do not go back. Velocity sensitive pad, a dual browser screen, probably the best browser ever created in music productions. For some reason, Maschine got it right. You know what I'm saying? You had functions, the volume, the tempo, the swing right on the controller itself. You had a sequencer, you had a step sequencer. It was a fantastic unit. Maschine was a little bit different than an MPC, okay? There was some similarities, but Maschine, they kind of did their thing a little bit different. They had 8 groups, which is kind of like tracks, you know. Each group has 16 sounds, you know, like you got 16 pads, you can load up 16 pads. But also in the groups, there are 4 banks in each group. So each group has 4 banks. And in the 4 banks, each of the banks have 16 patterns.
Wow.
So you know what that accumulates to? Massive amounts of enjoyment with music production.
Yep.
That's basically what Maschine was. It was, you can do basically everything on this unit, and it was so intuitive. Everything was instantaneous. If you wanted to sample something, all you do is just push the sample button and you're good to go. You can sample and then start manipulating your sample immediately. On an MPC, you would have to go to record, sample something, then name your sample, then assign it to a pattern. No, on Maschine, everything was instantaneous. This was the magic of this unit. When you learn to navigate on this unit, which is quick, man, there's no looking back. And you didn't have to know a lot. You didn't have to know a lot about music theory and production to get into creating on Maschine. It was so intuitive that you could just be a person that's just getting into music and you'll be doing something dope on the unit. It was the MPC killer. They was right. It was the MPC killer. Maschine destroyed the MPC, period. Okay, the MPC took an L after Maschine, and they did not recover until the MPC put out like the MPC Touch, and then the MPC X and Live and everything like that. When they put those units out, that's when they started recovering from the whooping Maschine put on Akai. I'm telling you, when Maschine first came out, you had MPC guys. I mean, that have been using MPC for years. That was like, oh man, there's no way Maschine can mess with my MPC, man. Nah, my MPC is dope. It's better than Maschine. They would go ranting. The most loyalist MPC dude. You know that dude? That dude would be ranting about Maschine. Man, let me tell you something. That dude goes over his cousin's house. His cousin got Maschine lying around. That dude's talking all this junk. Yo, man, Maschine, that ain't nothing compared to my MPC, man. My MPC 2000 XL, that'll destroy Maschine.
Nope.
Cousin will be like, okay, just try it out for a couple minutes, 5 minutes or something. Let me tell you something.
Never mind.
That dude will try out Maschine. That dude will leave the cousin's house with 6 Native Instruments sample packs and also an honorary membership to the Native Instruments Research Focus Group. He will now be the president of that organization. That MPC guy, he converted. Let me tell you something. Maschine was taking MPC customers away from Akai daily. Do you know how many sound designers Maschine made? Maschine made sound designers out of thousands of people. I remember, they used to have a saying, hey, it's not the gear, it's the person behind the gear. No. When it came to Maschine, it was the gear. It was the gear that made the person. Maschine, it was like 85% the reason why you're so nice. You know what I mean? Little things, man. Things like creating drum kits. Do you know how annoying it is to create a drum kit sometimes? How tedious it is to create a drum kit? You gotta pitch this, filter that, you know what I mean? Edit this, edit that. You just don't feel like doing it. Maschine makes creating drum kits such an enjoyable experience that you'll create like 50 drum kits in a day. You'll just keep going. Just keep creating a kit. If a guy's on an MPC and that guy's almost done with one drum kit, you're already on your 20th on Maschine and you're going. You know what I'm saying? And the guy will be like, man, hey, how come you just keep kicking out drum kits after drum kit? And you be like, listen, because I'm on Maschine, MPC guy. That's why.
I want to be MPC guy.
You know what I'm saying? Maschine was an incredible unit. Maschine was one of the first instruments that made it where you did not have to press stop. You could just keep going, and you didn't have to press stop. Your sequence of playing, then you're loading, you're adding things up, you're playing this pattern, switching this pattern, demoing and auditioning this sound and this without pressing stop. People feel like there's people out there that said Maschine is the greatest piece of gear they have ever owned. Okay, it also put money in their pockets. You know what I mean? And the sounds were amazing. They would hire the right people, creating incredible sound packs that, I mean, the music sounds incredible. It was the MPC killer. And the only thing that the MPC Akai was holding on to was their sound.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing. Every time Maschine and them was warring out, Native Instruments had the super workflow. And the Akai dudes, the MPC guys would just mention, yo, well, it don't sound like the 3000. It don't sound like the 2000 XL. The war was real.
And not to mention, it was a little more affordable than the MPC at the time too. So that's another thing that was killing them as well too.
No holds barred in those forums back in them days. When Maschine came out, it was around $600. All worth it. I know they brought the price down to I think about 500, 400, and it made more people buy it. You know what I mean? As far as negative, the only negative thing I ever heard about Maschine was that at the time they didn't have time stretch, but I think they updated it.
They did.
That was about it, man.
About it.
That was the only thing
I
heard. But I think they updated that. So yeah, that's Maschine. What had happened was, so this is your boy.
Yeah, definitely a good little insight on the Maschine from Native Instruments. That was the MPC killer. It was indeed going by this, man. Wow, I wouldn't be mad if I went either way, though. I will say that. But I'm loving my MPC Live X. I will say not Live X. I wish it the X, but Live 2, I'm loving it though. Shout out to the wife always. But other than that, this was cool. Good little video from Darius the Production though. So I'm gonna keep going with them with Darius Production as well too. When it comes to their two protection tools. And I think I'm probably going. This one probably gonna go into the other stuff from Akai as well as their other competition to Akai as well too. So anyway, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.